A renowned dance company that's inspired many young lives has just passed an impressive milestone. With Rita Braver, we step lively.
I remember this is where you taught me the song That's Entertainment.
When Robert Battle goes to visit Desi Williams, the cousin who raised him, she loves to brag that she always knew he was special.
You didn't have to encourage him to do these things. He did them. He was self-motivated.
The world is a stage. The stage is a world of entertainment.
Still, he had a lot to overcome.
He had these extremely bowed legs, and the doctors told him they could straighten his legs out, but he had to wear these iron braces.
But young Robert Battle was instantly inspired when he saw the Alvin Ailey Dance Theater, one of the most celebrated modern dance troupes in the world.
There were people who looked like you, who, were dancing, who did this for a living, who were famous.
And Battle was not about to let his challenges deter him. In his cousin's home in a rough part of Miami, he improvised a dance studio, using his imagination and the security bars on the window.
I decided that because of this cross-section, these could be my ballet bars. I was trying to catch up to people who had started when they were kids.
Battle more than caught up. He got a scholarship to the prestigious Juilliard School.
I think that's dramatic. Okay, let's start.
And became a professional dancer as well as a renowned choreographer.
And you plie and then around.
He is now artistic director of the very dance company that inspired him all those years ago.
You have to be mindful that you are part of a legacy, that you're taking care of a legacy that has history.
It's a history 60 years in the making, but it was an unlikely beginning. Alvin Ailey formed his own dance company at age 27, at a time when many venues didn't even allow black and white dancers to dance on the same stage. But he was constantly breaking new ground in the world of dance, as he told Sunday Morning in 1984.
If it were easy, I wouldn't want to be doing what I'm doing. It's because we're trying to make that perfect moment.
One of those perfect moments was Revelations, considered Ailey's signature piece. It portrays the African-American story
I wouldn't be ready to die.
Set to spirituals and blues.
It's a journey, and you end up triumphantly celebrating your faith, your fortitude, your love of your fellow man. These are the days.
Former dancer and artistic director Judith Jamison played a key role in the company's rise. In 1971, Ailey choreographed a solo for her called Cry, an ode to black women. It's now considered a classic.
Was it exhilarating to perform, or were you
Scared to death? A little bit of both.
Circle.
The company was often on the verge of financial ruin, but Ailey always brought it back. Then his health started to decline, and in 1989 he asked Jamison to take over the company. Later that year, he passed away.
What was that loss like for the people in the company?
Oh, it was devastating, but it was also, it lifted us, because look at what he left us. What a roadmap.
5, turn, whip, whip.
Jamison used his roadmap for 21 years. But in 2011, it was time to pass the torch to a new director, Robert Battle.
What I'm doing is a continuum of what Alvin Ailey started in the first place brilliantly, is that we are past, present, and future always. So I'm making sure that we remain on that precipice, that we continue to challenge our audience to see the company in new ways.
Everybody go!
Following in Ailey's footsteps, Battle continues to spread the joy of dance to underprivileged communities.
It's two things going in the what? Opposite direction, right?
There are 10 camps around the country and a school for aspiring dancers. Can you figure out which ones are going to make it so early on?
It's interesting. Sometimes you can. You see that spark.
And so, 60 years later, with a whole new generation, the dance goes on.
When people come to see this company, even if they come kicking and screaming, they say, thank you. I really needed to see that. I needed to feel that connection to make me feel hopeful about the world.